morning. If you're watching this on YouTube on the replay, go ahead and fast forward a couple or so minutes. I'm going to wait for everybody to get on. Good morning. Come in, everybody. We're going to get started in just a minute. Get my notebook. Don't fall. Good morning, good morning. Come in. We're going to get started in just a sec. Longest week of your life? Uh-oh. Oh, I can imagine. It's been pretty crazy. How's everybody else's week been? My week has been great. It's been tough. Yeah, long. Thanks to good old Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde and all that other stuff happening. It's pretty crazy. Just this little bit. Up and down. Okay. Well, let's see what the weekend has in store for us. Your week has been marvelous. Good. So if you're new here, welcome in. This is your your weekend Tarotscope. What this is similar to your horoscope, but we use tarot. And we do this so we can see what's coming up for us. So we know how to navigate, through the situation, where we, bring that energy in. We work with the energy coming up. It's just a really good opportunity for us to take a sneak peek into the future to see what's happening, and then that way we can utilize that energy. If we know that tough energy is coming up, then we can take a breath and pause, and it's just a lot better when we know, right? Good morning, good morning. Okay, sorry, I was just making sure I was caught up, but y'all are having your own conversation. Good. Okay. So what we're gonna do first, is we're gonna boost our energy, okay? Boost our vibration with this tuning fork. This tuning fork is attuned to a high frequency, which is known as angel frequency, okay? It lasts just a few seconds, okay? So you just listen to it and breathe and just feel the vibration, okay? I'm gonna show TikTok and YouTube both at the same time. It is sometimes a little bit loud when I strike it, so I'm gonna strike it back here. Be aware if you have earbuds in, it could be a little bit loud at first. I'll try not to make it super loud, but sometimes I hit it just right and it's very loud. But as it's ringing, I'll get it closer to you so you can hear it better, okay? So here we go. Nope, see, didn't even get it that time. Yeah, loud. Just breathe. There we go. See? Nice and easy. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to get our fairy blessing, okay? This is like the overall message or overall support that we receive through the weekend, okay? All right, let's see. What is our fairy blessing for the weekend? Okay, we got the blessing of honesty, and it's number 5, okay? This is always a good blessing to have. And it can sometimes be tough to deal with, right? Because we always want the truth, but sometimes the truth makes us uncomfortable. Sometimes it kind of sucks. Sorry, I felt like I had something on my tooth. But the truth, how we always say the truth will set you free, right? The truth is meant to help you, to move you forward in whatever capacity that is. It's going to be different for everybody. So it could be that you are being honest with yourself. Maybe you're being honest with another person. Maybe somebody's being honest with you, like revealing the truth. And either it's going to be really good or it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. But the thing is, again, the truth is something that you can use in order to help yourself move forward, right? Does that make sense? Okay. So even though it could be, because when this is number 5, remember 5 is change. 5 is a pivotal moment in life. Okay. It's movement, it's change. So it could be that something is presented to you, or finally you're honest about something and it pivots something in your life. Okay. It's going to be different for everybody because this is a collective reading. So think about this weekend, how number 1, you can be honest with yourself and you can be honest with the people around you. And number 2, how you can maybe set the energy for others to be honest with you. Make sense? Okay. So now we're going to use the divination book. On Fridays, we use the tarot divination book. On Mondays, we use tarot decks, okay? But we're going to use it the same way that we would use a tarot deck, okay? I'll show you. I wrote this book for you. I wrote it 3 times to make sure that it was perfect for y'all. It has readings for every single tarot card, direct and reversed, okay? The readings are geared towards you taking your power back, right? And you use it the same way that you would use a tarot deck. Let's say if you want to do like a daily card draw, you would use the book the same way. There's instructions inside, but I'll show you how to use it, okay? So we're going to first knock on it to clear out the energy. We want new, fresh energy, okay? Then we're going to connect our energy centers, the palms of our hands, to the book, and we're going to take a nice deep breath. Let it out. We're going to focus our energy and focus our intentions, okay? Then we're going to ask the book, what do we need to know? What are our messages for this weekend? What is our message for today, Friday? What is our message for today, Friday? And then you just intuitively turn to a page, and we got the 2 of Swords reversed, okay? So here's your reading for today. It says, today you drew the 2 of Swords reversed. One of 2 things is happening for you today, Goddess. 1, emotions are getting the best of you about a decision that has to be or has been made. You've tried avoiding this to keep the peace, but it's brought you nothing but distress. It's time to look at the truth of the matter and choose a path. See? The cards know. Or number 2, you've decided to open up to a conversation about something you had previously shielded yourself from. It takes real bravery to be vulnerable. Be proud of yourself. Either way, today is about choice. Choosing to take control instead of avoiding what you fear. That's a goddess. Okay? So when we have the blessing of honesty, the 2 of Swords in the tarot is like this, right? The swords are blocked in front. So when we see it in reverse, it's like the swords are falling away. We're opening up. We're not blocking that communication, okay? We're not blocking the communication with another person or within ourselves, okay? So I'm going to write this down. Oh, it's reversed. Oh, Lord. We got freaks in here today. Why does this always happen on YouTube? It's so weird. Let's see. I appreciate the compliment on my glasses. Thank you. You got that yesterday and didn't do it today? Oh, okay. Your favorite card lately? Okay, nice. All right, so let's connect with the book again. Nice deep breath. Focus on the book. What is our message for Saturday? What is our message for Saturday? I swear to God. You see it? What is going on that we keep getting the world and we keep getting it on Saturday? Here we go again, okay? Today you drew the world. You are leveling up. Whatever situation you have found yourself in, it has successfully come to an end. This journey was meant to help you grow and come into your own, to lead you towards a better understanding of yourself and the universe. Is it always easy? No. Life isn't easy, but you're here and it's time to own this time in your life. Be proud of the progress you've made and learn from the experience. It's time to step into this new higher timeline, one where energy flows more abundantly for you. Great job, goddess. Okay? So I do feel like, we have all these planetary alignments. We have all of this energy shifting. It very well could be that you're getting these opportunities, this supportive energy to step into this higher timeline. Remember how I've told y'all that I was speaking into my water, that I'm now on the highest timeline for my highest good, and things shifted, right? I've done that twice, okay? So it very well could be that you're getting that opportunity to step into this higher timeline where things align better for you, okay? A little bit more smoothly maybe, okay? So let's do this. Let's write it down. Whatever you're opening yourself up to today, and now you have the world. Yeah. We should have it memorized. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So now we're going to go and check the energy for Sunday. Nice deep breath. What is our message for Sunday? Focus on the book. What is our message for Sunday? I feel like it's back here. Oh, nope. It's back here, but I missed the page. Okay. We got the devil. Okay. So don't worry. There's nothing to fear about the devil. Okay. It's just a very heavy energy, right? So today you drew the devil. It says, girl, you better watch out because the devil is out to play today. No, there's no red guy with horns out to get you. The devil is the ego and the unconscious. You may encounter someone who is trying to manipulate or coerce you into doing something you know is not good for you. Don't fall for it. Stand strong and know that you are always in control of yourself. Speaking of controlling yourself, look at what consumes your mind and emotions. Are you obsessing over or addicted to toxic people or things? No good can come from any of it. It's time to cut yourself free, and only you have the power to do this. The devil card likes to trick you into thinking you're stuck, but in reality, you have had the power all along. You know this, goddess. Okay? So, when you have this heavy energy, and it makes sense because we are in Mercury retrograde, right? Mercury is retrograde, Venus is retrograde, we've got Uranus moving. I mean, we have all this stuff happening. So, communication can be wonky, emotions can be heavy. I mean, we have all of this happening. So, maybe also like this weekend, you kind of overdid it. And on Sunday, you're feeling the pain of what you overdid, So it can be different for everybody. But when we're trying to, it could be that you have an obligation that you agreed to on Sunday and you're like, God, I wish I wouldn't have agreed to this. I wish I could say no. Well, maybe you need to practice saying no, okay? Because the devil makes you feel like you're stuck. It makes you feel like you have to do something and you really don't, okay? You can do whatever's for your highest good at any time. So don't let yourself fall for that, okay? I'm sorry that you're unhappy in life, but I mean, here it's not going to make any difference, okay? So putting all this stuff in the chat, it's only hurting you, okay? So I hope life gets better for you. So anyways, okay, so we got the Two of Swords in reverse, we got the World, and we have the Devil. Now, it could be that maybe on Saturday you end something and you have to deal with some sort of like negative repercussions on Sunday. I mean, shit happens, right? Life is not always sunshine and rainbows, So the devil, again, is obsessiveness. It is addiction. It is toxicity. It is the ego. It is the fear. It is, feeling stuck. Okay. All those low vibrational things that you can easily step out of when you start doing, and deciding to do things for your highest good, no matter how uncomfortable or scary that might be, because we do have the blessing of honesty, right? So remember that. Okay. Let me stick this over here. All right. What else do we need to know? Let me check Okay, just making sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. I'm not doing private readings right now. This is the collective weekend Tarotscope, okay? So feel free to hang out and watch. We pulled for today. We got the Two of Swords in reverse. Tomorrow we got the World, and Sunday we got the Devil, okay? So it could be on Sunday, you know, with us being in retrograde, like Mercury being retrograde right now, it could be maybe on Sunday you have an opportunity to look back and see where your addictions lie in your life. It can be, you know, maybe where is the toxicity? What are you putting into your body? You can be evaluating all of those things as well. It doesn't mean that you're going to have a bad day. Okay, so let's not think that. It could be that you feel like you have a lot to do. You have a lot of obligations. So the devil, again, just wants you to feel stuck. It wants you to feel helpless. It caters to the ego. It caters to the unconscious. Okay, so there might be something that you do on Sunday that you're just not conscious about. But here we have the blessing of honesty. So it's like, hey, pay attention. Self-awareness gets you a long way. Okay. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know this weekend? Oh, look at this. We have the World in reverse here. Something about the World, you guys. Let's read it and see. It's number 29. That's funny. I think we pulled it together a while back as well. Okay. Receiving the World reversed means that you've been severely limiting your view of things. See, we're talking about the devil energy here, right? The devil wants you to think that you're stuck, that you're incapable. Not true. You're thinking too narrowly, either in your options for action or in what you feel you deserve. You may be feeling boxed in by old ways of doing things, not quite sure of how to expand. This card calls for you to think creatively outside the box. Outside of the box you find yourself in now. In addition, you may have emotionally painted yourself into a corner surrounded on all sides by energies such as fear, short-sightedness, limited thinking, or self-doubt. Okay? But you still have the option to let all of that go. And this card is telling you not to wait a minute longer to do so. It's time to break out, see the unlimited horizons around you, and know that the world is waiting for you to take center stage. Okay? So it's confirming what we were just talking about, right? It's not limiting yourself. It's looking with a bigger or wider scope. It's you maybe feeling on Saturday, like today and Saturday, maybe like, hey, like I want to do this. I want to experience this. I want to have this, whatever it may be. And then on Sunday, here comes that doubt creeping in. Oh, you can't do that. That's ridiculous. Or you have somebody in your ear saying all these negative things. You don't have to listen to it, okay? You don't have to believe that stuff because as far as you know, you're doing something for your highest good, right? As long as you are focused on your highest good and you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, it doesn't matter. It's nobody else's business, right? Take, for example, you know, people that leave negative comments. Like this person was like leaving a novel in my comments. I didn't even read them. I saw part of it and I was like, oh yeah, well, we're not dealing with this, right? That's their negativity. That is not mine. So it has no effect on my life, right? So if you have somebody speaking negatively in your life, that's them. That's their problem. You don't have to put up with that, right? You say, yeah, like that doesn't sway how I feel about myself. It doesn't sway what I'm doing here. It doesn't sway my decisions. You can have your opinion, that's fine, but you know, I don't have to do those things. Does that make sense? Because the devil likes to make you think that you do. All right. Hello, Miss Jamie. Whoops. Literally had a customer call me a blank for not, oh, wow, for not letting him in. Wow. God. Yeah. I thank you for being here and giving me a pep talk. Oh, it's my pleasure. Anytime. I love it. If I can shuffle my cards. Let's see. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know this weekend? Because, you know, look here too, on this world card, you see this person, they're looking at the world from a distance, right? And so when you kind of step back, you know, those videos where it zooms out on the earth and it's like, you know, you think your problems are so big and you're just obsessed with them, right? I mean, which is normal, we're human, right? But when you pull back, you see that they are kind of small, and all these little things that drive us crazy or that we do or we obsess over are really insignificant, right? So anytime you're having a big issue, zoom out, figuratively, right? Zoom out and think, you know, how big is this really? And how am I feeding into it? Or how can I help resolve this, whatever the situation may be? Zoom out and see, okay? Yeah, I got to stay focused. What else do we need to know? Whoops, hang on, Jamie. I had your comment. Yes, one part is lit up and the other is dark. Yeah, duality, what, for sure. I like that. Exactly, Marlo. She said, yes, I got to keep that in mind. Lots of people get divorced. This isn't going to ruin my life forever. No, it is temporary. So yeah, you're spot on. Look at that. We have mountain number 6. Okay, let's talk about that. If you're new here, you'll find out that I like to read through my tarot cards, or like read the book, because I love these readings. I love the messages in them, and I feel like they deserve to be shared. So here we go. You have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing or chiseling away at it is the answer, but why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. So what it's saying is, it's not telling you to avoid, right? Because we don't bypass things. We see it for what it is, that this is something we can't change, right? We can't literally move this mountain out of our way. So if it's something that we can't change, then we're going to have to go around it, right? It's like, I'm not going to sit here stuck going, well, there's a mountain there, so I can't do anything, you know? And I'm not going to try to change the mountain, because that would be ridiculous, right? Trying to chisel away at the mountain for my own sake. No, I'm going to do what I need to do and just work around it. You know, my path goes this way. Your path is never straight, right? It goes all these different ways. You know, sometimes it loops around several times, right? Back to the same thing, because we're stubborn, but it is what it is. So it's telling you that you can go around things, you can bypass things that you know are not, you know, it doesn't hold such significant weight in your life, and there's nothing you can do to change it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're looking at this in a healthy aspect, as far as like people that try to tell you, oh, you can do life hacks, you can do spiritual hacks. No, there's no hack to your healing process, right? But there is awareness as far as, okay, here's a situation. I'm going to take the journey around it because it doesn't hold significance in the rest of my journey. It's just here. It's an obstacle, and I can get around it easily. Make sense? Hey, Miss Tracy. Let's see see what else. And six, you know, six is in numerology. Six is that nurturing energy. It's also responsibility. Okay. Sometimes we put too much responsibility on ourselves. Like we make ourselves responsible for everybody and everything. And it's like, no, you can't do that. Right? You got to take care of you and you got to do what is necessary. Okay. Six is also connected to family. So it could be an issue with family. You know, sometimes family, just because you're born into the family does not mean you have to put up with other people's toxicity. They're just other humans as well. Number three is communication and creativity. Yeah. Okay, so we got Sky of Clarity. I'll read both sides for you. Soar into the boundless sky of clarity, where insights are as infinite as the azure expanses. That's cool. Seek clarity. Embrace openness and insight, allowing life's truths to reveal themselves. I mean, here we go. More about truth this weekend. Blessing of honesty. We got the Two of Swords in reverse. We have all of these cards talking about truth and your vision and, you know, clarity and expansion and all those good things, right? And then we have that little devil trying to come in and trick you into thinking, oh, well, that's not possible. That's not real. Well, yeah, it is. Because whenever you start a new way of thinking, whenever you start a new path, there's going to be these obstacles that you kind of like unknowingly, like subconsciously set up for yourself. Because what you're doing is essentially, the positive spin on this, is you're giving yourself the opportunity to prove to yourself that you are committed to this journey, that you are committed to this path, okay? So just because you hit a little roadblock doesn't mean that that's it, okay? Doesn't mean you have to stop and turn around and go back, because you know going back is going to be the same thing every single day. And that's the thing that you're trying to move away from. You're outgrowing, right? So it could be relationship, it could be career, it could be habits, it could be lots of things. So what else? Let's do this one. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know? See lots of blues and yellows showing up in these cards. Okay, blue is the throat chakra, right? Yellow is your intuition here. Okay, it's your solar plexus. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Look at that. We have Worm, Moon, Faith, number 31. Okay, what is faith? I like to say knowing, you know, over faith, but faith works for a lot of people. Faith is you trusting in the universe, you know, allowing yourself to relax and having faith that things are going to turn out for your highest good, that, you know, whatever you're trying to manifest is going to show up at the perfect time. So it's like you see, she just relaxed. And she's vulnerable and she's connecting with the earth and she's connecting with the moon and she's just trusting. She has faith in the universe, okay? Thank you. Appreciate it. It's a little wild woman here today. Let's see. Good morning. Almost looks like the Empress, yeah. Yeah, in the Light Seers Tarot. Yep. What else do we need to know? There we go. Speaking of Empress, we have number 2, the main female. Okay, so what does this mean? The main female, what is feminine energy? It's receptivity. Okay, she's 2, number 2 right here. 2 is feminine energy. It is duality. It is balance. It is receptivity. Okay, here we have the blessing of honesty. So when we are receptive to what is, right? When we look at it for what it is, we can then make an informed decision. Does that make sense? So the main female, she takes in the information and then she decides whatever it is that she needs to do with that information. Am I making sense? It's like plays out in a movie in my head and I'm trying to describe it, you know, as I'm talking to you. So if it doesn't make sense, feel free to ask questions. Oh, you're new here. Well, welcome in. I hope you like it. But do you understand what I'm saying? So if it was the main male, it would be just like taking action, you know, doing the thing, taking action, trying to be logical about situations. But the female, the feminine energy pulls in all that information from the outside and from the inside, right? I was telling you about your intuition right here. And then she makes the decision, okay? She's two. She's looking at duality. She's looking at the exterior and the interior and then deciding what to do. So there you go, okay? So this is telling you, you are the main, yes, like the Two of Swords, you are the main one in charge. You are soaking in this information and you are taking care of yourself, making decisions for your highest good, okay? So it's being receptive to things. And looking also, you know, she holds a rose, right? So she's showing herself love and she's receiving love. She's receiving everything that normally she'd probably like reject or block off. So it can be in different aspects, you know, like you're receiving finally, like you're taking, okay, like I get it now that this situation's not healthy for me. Or she's receptive to like, wow, like these people are really kind, or this is a really good opportunity for me, whatever it may be. So it's receptive on whatever's going on in your life and seeing it as it is, checking in with yourself, and then making the decision, okay? I was telling someone earlier to get curious. Yes, ask the questions and be open to what information comes. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Being curious about things is the best thing. Because you know how we were talking about, oh gosh, I think that was like a week or two ago, maybe longer. I was saying if you're afraid of something, the best thing you can do is learn about it. Because then the fear goes away. Like a lot of people are afraid of tarot. It's like if you would sit down and learn about tarot, like real tarot, you wouldn't be afraid of it. You would see what a beautiful gift it is, a beautiful tool it is, you know? So anything that you feel like you're afraid of, learn about it, research it, and then the fear goes away. Let's do this one. Let's see. Yeah, understanding is key. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Lots of feminine energy showing up here. What else do we need to know? Also, as we know, I mean, if you're new here, we had the World card that we pulled on for Saturday. So if you're traveling, it's a great day for travel. It's a great day to make traveling plans, okay? Sunday might be a day where you need to rest, detox, something, okay? Because we pulled the Devil on that card, right? Don't overdo it on Saturday or Sunday. Well, don't overdo it on either day, but especially on Sunday. Let's see. Like I'll give you a real life example. Our community does a community garage sale every, like I think twice a year. And so it's coming up in April. So I've been like doing a lot of like purging, you know, cleaning out a lot of stuff, getting rid of a lot of stuff because I just don't want it anymore. And so I told my boys, I was like, hey, this weekend we're going to do like a whole garage reorganization, get everything ready for this garage sale coming up, or at least begin that. And so it could be on Sunday, you know, we feel like, God, like we're still doing this, or we're like exhausted because we worked so hard on Saturday. So that could be like a real life scenario. It doesn't always have to be something massive and dramatic. You know, it can be, you just wear yourself out. We have inner child. Ooh, look at that. I love this card. It's so pretty. I'll show TikTok. YouTube. The inner child. What is going on with your inner child? Do you include your inner child in your day-to-day stuff? Okay? If you don't, try it. Okay? You go have a new experience maybe today, or like today start talking to your inner child, and maybe tomorrow go take your inner child on an adventure. Let them have an experience. Do something to connect with your inner child. Right? Say, you know what? I'm going to take you to the museum. I'm going to take you to the zoo, or we're going to do something fun. We're going to paint. We're going to, whatever it may be. Okay? Allow yourself to connect with your inner child, because it is healing past you. The old you, you know, it is healing the child you. Even though, you know, in today's view, you know, this human view, we see it as the past. Like, you can't change that. But time is not linear. Energy is not contained, right? So when you are healing your inner child, you're also healing you as a child. Does that make sense? Totally been spring cleaning. Good. That's perfect. Yeah, with all the feminine energy, could be to nurture the inner child, 100%. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, do something with your inner child that's going to make it excited and like have fun with it. Or if you notice something comes up like a trigger, maybe we need to look at that and say, okay, where did I pick this up from? Why is this triggering me? Where did I pick this up from? And then you do nurture your inner child through that experience. Say, you know what? I've got you. You don't have to worry about this kind of situation. We're in control. We can handle this. You're okay, right? So yeah, lots of different ways you can connect with your inner child. Let's see. Let me go ahead and shuffle these a little bit, even though I accidentally shuffled them and got some of them reversed on accident. It's okay. It's okay. I was talking and shuffling at the same time, and I accidentally shuffled these like I do my tarot cards. These ones are not meant to be read reversed. All right, let's see. Let's see. What else do we need to know this weekend? All right, we have success. Okay, we're climbing the stairs to success. Kind of like I was telling you about the world card, right? We keep getting these opportunities to step into this higher timeline, right? That's what I feel like whenever, since this card keeps coming up, it does feel like the opportunity to, I don't want to say ascend, but you're like stepping into this new timeline, right? You're making the conscious decision to step into this new timeline. And so we have success. It's like one step at a time, like we were talking about with the mountain card, right? It was saying just because you hit an obstacle does not mean you stop. If you're gonna go over this obstacle, if you're gonna work through it, it is one step at a time, you know? So success is a process. You go one step at a time throughout your entire life. But if you stop at every obstacle, you're gonna hang out on the same step forever. And you're not gonna get to experience anything cool, you know? Because that little devil in your ear saying, oh no, you have to stay here. You're not going to be successful. That happens to other people, not you. You're like, who do you think you are? You know, all those kind of things that he loves to say, right? So you can experience success this weekend in your own way, right? You can accomplish a goal. You can connect with your inner child and have fun, and that's success. You know, so many different ways we can see that. So I love it. And you see, it's like a castle within a castle, it looks like. Right? It reminds me of the never-ending story. You know? I love it. And, you know, with the never-ending story, he had to give her a name, right? He had to name the thing, and he's creating this world, right? So whatever you are talking about, whatever you are affirming in your life, you are creating that world. You are naming that. Does that make sense? After almost a year, I just noticed the pentagon on your desk. Oh, well, it's the pentacles. It's got cups, pentacles, swords, all that. Yeah, it's for tarot. You got in late? Uh-oh, that's okay. Hey, Miss Charlotte. So, but I hope that makes sense. And it's number 47, okay? 4 is looking at what is and doing what is necessary, okay? It's like, okay, here's where I want to go. This is what I want to do. These are the steps that I need to take, right? 7 is that spiritual number, right? It is that psychic number. It's like, I know that I need to do this. I know that these are the right steps for me. And then it comes to 11. Right? 11 is that master number. It is the philosopher. It is you doing, like taking those big steps and doing what is best for you, for your highest good. It's walking through that open gateway. Okay? I've been trying so hard to focus on what I'm saying. Good. Yeah. I mean, look, it takes a lot of practice. I catch myself all the time. It's just, we say things out of habit and then we have to realize, oh gosh, like I'm really saying things that are keeping me stuck. So yeah. What if there's a number in front of it like 144? It would be 9. So in numerology, we bring everything down to one digit unless it's a master number. A master number is 11, 22, and 33. Those are the only master numbers, okay? So everything else we add together individually. So yeah, it would be 9. Your new apartment adds up to a 7. Nice. Your goal this weekend is clean out your yard. Oh, I like that. It's a pain to do that, right? But might as well do it while the weather's nice. All right, what else do we need to know this weekend? Oops. If I can get this off. Okay, how can I be more flexible right now? Remember, we were talking about going around situations and understanding that you're always going to have obstacles and you choose how you're going to deal with it. Or if you realize that it's not even anything that holds weight on your journey, so you just move past it, right? Says, what are you trying to control? Maybe it's time to let go. Let love move through you today and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. See? Today's soul action, remind yourself all day long that you are safe, that life is happening for you, and that you are not alone. Then do some yoga. I like that. So it goes with everything that we're saying. And I'm telling you, there is a massive theme of blue and yellow, okay? So again, blue is connected to the throat chakra. It's also a very healing color, but it's also a color of authority, like psychologically speaking. So it's like you're in charge. Yellow is connected to happiness and wisdom and the sun, right? So the sun represents the cell. So see how those kind of go together? It's like you are in charge of your own happiness. Hang on one second, let me, so I can see. The 3 apartments I've lived in has been on the 6th floor. Does that mean anything? Not the floor. The apartment number is the one that kind of like your address and your apartment number determines the vibration of the living quarters. Hey, Miss Maudie. Mainly getting the energy and days off work to get around to it. Oh, look, I know. I get it. All right, what else do we need to know? We'll do the money deck next. What else do we need to know this weekend? Ooh, hummingbird miracles. I like that. Let's see. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. See? Miracles happen all the time. You're just so used to certain things that you don't realize it's a miracle, right? Miracles are manifestations. Okay? We just see them as miraculous, but it's manifestation. It happens all the time. So I love this. I love the hummingbirds. They're so freaking cute. And there's 3 of them. But yeah, you are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Okay? So it's like spread the love and you know, inspire people by doing something that inspires you. Does that make sense? Your apartment is R. Well, you would have to look in the numerology. I don't have it memorized. I don't have my chart with me. Yeah, I want to say R. Is that 9? No. If somebody in my numerology class has their chart handy, what number is R connected to? I can't remember right now off the top of my head. All right, let's see what our money message is for the weekend. What is our money message? Okay, we have science. So let's see how it resonates with you. There's 3 ways to resonate. Here's number 1. There is something unfolding for you. Work with an open mind. Okay? It's telling you to be open to possibilities, right? Because the world showed up. 6, you think? Okay, it might be. Because it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, you know, and you go through all the numbers and letters and it just goes in a line, but I don't have the chart memorized. Okay, well, one saying 6 and one saying 9. Which is it? But anyways, you know, the world is telling you that your scope is too small. It's telling you to think bigger. It is 9. Okay. Cool. Oh, man, that was good on me. Because I was just, you know, trying to go off of memory. Like I have like sometimes a photographic memory. I can see things, but I'm not always 100%. Okay, cool. So anyways, yeah, the world is telling you think bigger, dream bigger, expect bigger. Okay. Number 2, consider careers in science or any job that unravels the mysteries of the universe. Or number 3, apply a scientific approach to your business or financial problem. So remember, look at what is, right? If you have an obstacle when it comes to your finances, look at what is. What are your habits? Maybe on Sunday you get a big reality check when it comes to your finances, and you've got to look to where you are feeding that addiction. Okay, so be careful when you are, you know, there's a healthy way of being in positive money flow, and then obviously an unhealthy way, right? There's a healthy way of knowing that everything I spend comes back to me times 10, right? I'm so grateful to be able to have the money to pay for my mortgage, my rent, my utilities, everything, right? And there's a difference to going and just blowing all your money and being irresponsible, right? So we have to have that balance of being in the positive money flow, knowing that money will come back to me, but also not making ourselves poor by constantly, you know, dishing money out. All right, what else? Let's do this one. I and R are the only 9. Yeah, I knew it was a smaller one. Maybe that's why I remembered. Thank you all for the help. Let's see. What else do we need to know this weekend? Oh, we have flames of desire. Okay. Fox is 6. Oh, I know. I love that. How it's F-O-X. Yeah. Flames of desire. Let them shine out in radiant light and shun dark paths. Okay. Let me read that to you again. flames of desire. Let them shine out in radiant light and shun the dark paths. So everything for your highest good. Whatever you desire that is for your highest good is telling you, like, go for it. Let that part of you shine. Don't be afraid, okay? Don't let anybody else's negativity, like, stifle you. You know what? We haven't done this one in a while. Let's see. We'll do this, and then we'll do the Rebel deck. All right, let's see. What else? I pulled a lot of cards. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Time capsule. I have the confidence to be myself. And there's 11. Again, it's right here at the top. I know you can't hardly see it. Okay. Time capsule. I have the confidence to be myself. Let's see what else this little, I don't know if it has little meanings in here. Let's see. Oh, it does. Okay. It says, you can make big wishes for yourself now and send love to your future self. Add stories, photos, drawings, or objects that describe you as you really are to a jar or a box. For example, if you like the color yellow, here's that yellow color again, make sure something yellow is in there. Write down a short story about yourself or record all the things you like and don't like so much. When you're ready, seal up the time capsule and put your name and the date somewhere on the outside. Kiss the lid and say, I have the confidence to be myself. Hide the capsule. So I guess, you know, in the future, you find it. I like that. So it says you can make big wishes for yourself now and send love to your future self. So it's like, kind of like putting your manifestation, whatever you'd like to experience, in this time capsule, blessing it, like they say, kiss it, bless it, and then let it do its thing. And you kind of like set it and forget it. Like, this is my manifestation. I'm putting it in here, setting the intention, and then I'm setting it to the side and letting it do its thing. And then in the future, I will open it up and realize that, oh, it manifested. Okay? Does that make sense? I like that. It's such a cute deck, honestly. All right. This is the Rebel deck. If you're offended easily, now is the time to scroll away, okay? This one will call you out, and it uses colorful language, and it will sometimes hurt your feelings. So let's see what we need to know. What is our message for this weekend? What's our message for this weekend? Don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. Main female. Okay? We've talked about this before. We've had this one not too long ago. So yeah, don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. It's like we're not trying, like, that's kind of like what the devil represents again as well, is like trying to make something happen, right? Trying to control a situation that might be out of your control, kind of like this mountain, right? It's like you can't literally pick up the mountain and move it. So you have to make the decision to go around it, or the best pathway to go over it, like whatever you want to do. Okay? So it's like, stop trying to force things. Stop trying to control things always. Sometimes things just need to come to you. Okay? So there you go. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you need anything, everything is linked on TikTok. Everything is linked to my bio. On YouTube, everything is linked down in the description, okay? Yeah, if you're watching the replay and you like it, please like and subscribe, do all those things. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will see you back here Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we're gonna look at the week Tarotscope, the weekly Tarotscope, okay? All right, you're very welcome. Mwah, love y'all, and I'll see you on Monday.